Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And first off, happy Thanksgiving to all those who celebrate. And sometimes in sports, you'll see a player or a coach address the crowd before the game, maybe right before a big holiday, at the beginning of the season. In Thanksgiving's case, just wishing the fans a happy Thanksgiving. Well, the crowd was addressed in last night's Clippers Spurs game in San Antonio, except it was addressed in the middle of the game by legendary head coach Gregg Popovich. The 74-year-old is the NBA's all-time leader in wins. This is via the Hoops Central X page. Gregg Popovich asks fans to stop booing. You see Kawhi at the line. Let's see.
Excuse me for a second.
Pops on the mic.
Can we stop all the booing? Let these guys play. It's got no class. It's not who we are. Knock off the booing.
I'm telling the fans to lay off Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, man. Sometimes you hear people say that older people don't necessarily have a filter. They say what they want. And we saw the 74-year-old Popovich do it in that instance. Of course, Kawhi Leonard played 7 seasons with the Spurs, won an NBA title with the team, but it wasn't exactly a clean breakup once he left the Spurs to join the Raptors for a season. The fans still haven't gotten over it, and Popovich was just tired of all the booing. This was some of the comments post-game, so ESPN Gregg Popovich gets on mic as Spurs fans boo Kawhi Leonard via Andrew Lopez. So it happened with 3:06 left in the second quarter. He scored 18 of his 26 points after that occurrence. So when asked about the moment post-game, Popovich said his message was about not wanting fans to give Leonard any extra motivation. I think anybody that knows anything about sports, you don't poke the bear, Popovich said. LeBron James also used that poke the bear comment when talking about Dylan Brooks in their postseason series last season, Memphis versus the Lakers. Popovich repeatedly went back to the don't poke the bear comment when responding to follow-up questions. Leonard said, I was just in the moment trying to knock down my free throws. Let's see. So the boos got louder and louder at the Frostbank Center even after Popovich's announcements. Leonard said he understands what kind of reaction he will receive anytime he returns to San Antonio. If I don't have a Spurs jersey on, they're probably going to boo me the rest of my career, Leonard said. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, they're one of the best fans in the league, and they're very competitive. Once I step out on this basketball court out here, they show that they're going for the other side. When I'm on the streets or going into restaurants, they show love. So it is what it is. So he's obviously not taking any offense to the booing. Like he says, off the court, they're very nice to him. But it was interesting that the fans didn't heed Popovich's words, apparently booed even louder. While Popovich is an all-time legend, arguably a top 1, 2, 3, or 4 NBA coach in league history. The Spurs haven't been winning much of late. You see they're last in the West currently at 3-12, 10 losses in a row, getting outscored by 13.4 points per game. So maybe the fans are just fed up with that. Of course, they did add Victor Wembanyama, who's been a little bit inconsistent, but yesterday he did have a very good outing, albeit in a loss. What are your thoughts on Gregg Popovich addressing the crowd to stop booing Kawhi Leonard? It's interesting because you always want the visitors are always going to get booed, and I get that it's a little louder because Kawhi left the Spurs on somewhat bad terms, but was very surprising to see Gregg Popovich take the mic and try to get the booing to stop. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.